My goodness, man. Other than maybe the start of the show for the AEW Dynamite for January 14th of 2026, besides the start and the end of especially the main event of the show, this show was a fucking bore in all honesty. But it is what it is. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas E. Allen 1018 on YouTube with your AEW Dynamite January 14th, 2026 review, to say the least. Also recording my brand new basic headset you guys got from my friend. I guess need one more set of my headphones, to say the least. So I got that all situated, to say the least. If you can hear me, let me know in the comments section on YouTube if you can hear me or not, to say the least. I tested this earlier. It seems pretty good if you ask me. Anyways, welcome to your Dynamite review, obviously, for January 14th of 2026. If you're anything, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, Lucas C. Allen. Mainly Instagram and TikTok, obviously. That's one section I got. Also, Sadie's X Cyrus on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, to say the least. Shall we get started with this completely boring show, minus the beginning, and maybe the beginning and definitely the end of the show? Let's see, man. Let's discuss the show. Starting with, you guessed it, Darby Allin, he defeats Pac, one members of the Death Riders. I gave this a B. I might be kind of generous at this grade because the rest of the show is just a fucking bore and all, so it should be lower if you think about it. But man, this was actually a decent match to start the show. Nothing great, nothing epic per se. But I feel like this is a good match, but still, what's the story here? What, Darby on maybe face another Death Riders members. Oh, fucking joy. I gave it a B, it's second best thing on the show nonetheless, and I still have my critiques about it, obviously, but still. We're probably going to breeze through this review because there's nothing happened on the show minus the main event. Gave this a B. Moving on to Hangman Adam Page. He defeats Brian Keith. A big fat C. C as in cat. God, this was just fucking boring. This was freaking boring, bro. I love Hangman Adam Page. He is freaking great. I love him and Source Chicken's a duo for right now. But did we have to have this shit on the show of Brian Keith? He didn't give us at least a promo segment. At least something like that in the ring for something. Basically some mic work I'm doing right now. I'm basically having a microphone in my hand more times than not than any wrestler combined in All Elite Wrestling for this past Wednesday night. Like, really? Are you freaking kidding me? That is freaking sad. That is kind of sad if you ask me, as an honest AEW fan I am. What was this point of being on this freaking show, man? What do you want me to say? This was freaking boring. Who cares about Brian Keith, and why should I fucking care? Give me a reason to at least care. This made me nothing to make me care, to say the least. I guess with Big Fat Steve rhymes with cat. Speaking of something that rhymes with dog, obviously, Brody King. He defeats Jonathan Cruz. A big fat D as in dog. What do you want me to say, people? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I like Brody King. Yeah, he actually came on the main event to help Bandito fight off MJF. After the match, he had MJF for the World Championship, obviously, Bandito. But did you fucking care? What is this developing? What, for a eventual Brody King heel turn? And find out jobbers? Like, who the fuck cares, bro? I'm all for jobber matches from time to time. But do we need an established guy like Brody King to get in a jobber match? The answer is no. A guy is at least established, to say at least. This made no sense in all honesty. And this show continues to freaking just bore the shit out of me from this fucking show on Wednesday night. A big fat D. Moving on to an 8-man, well, not an 8-man tag, but Fatal 4 had 8-man in this match. Mark Davis and Jack Doyle. That was the former Jake something TNA. Yeah, his name is Jack Doyle. Oh, joy, oh, joy. I feel like that's like a Colts tight end in all honesty. At least one in the past, honestly. Maybe it's Jake Doyle. I don't know. I mean, something like that. I think it was like a Jack or a Jake Doyle for the Colts past tight ends. You can tell how I'm interested in that more than freaking whatever Jack Doyle is, so I'm throwing on Jake something. Like, dude, come on, man. Why would you do that, something like that? And then you put a Don Callis family on top of that. Like, who fucking cares? I know I did not, obviously. But Mark Davis and Jack Doyle defeat Jet Speed's people Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and the Gates of Agony become the number one contenders for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. A C+. Some people are giving this an A for some stupid reason. Because it was such a banger match, man. Such a banger match. Dude, I like tag team action, but not as much tag team action like this with 8 men and the Fatal 4 on the show. It basically is a mini 8-man tag if you think about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a basically mini 8-man tag. 8 men, and obviously 4 teams in this match, but still. 2v2, you get the point. But still 8 men in one match I don't give a flying shit about. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? It's just a C+, that's all I can give you. That's all I can freaking give you, ladies and gentlemen. I am not bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting. This was freaking... I don't care how good the match was. I just don't care. Give me something to care about. This made me nothing. This made me nothing to make me care. But it is what it is. Moving on a Triangle of Madness. Obviously, Julia Hart, Thekla, and obviously Sky Blue. They defeat Chris Stout, the reigning defending AEW Women's World Champion, and Will Nightingale, the reigning defending AEW TBS Champion, and her partner Holly Cameron, reigning defending AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions. But a title is on one team, obviously. It's not as much still as Mercedes Moné. God, I missed that woman. We could have used her on this damn show, I tell you that right now. Oh, man. Like, dude. This show, man. This is just a B-. It's basically it's a 6-woman tag match. How can I care? I love Chris Stout. I'm a big fan of Will Nightingale, Harley Cameron. I don't even mind a Triangle of Madness as a trio. But did you seriously have to make me care about this? Did you think I could give a shit about this? It gets a B-. Might be generous, but because I like the action. We don't see much 6-woman tag matches. We do at least men's matches. But still, man, I still could not care. I still could not care. And it gets a C+, or B-, excuse me. Alright, 8 minutes on, so we're going on to your main event. Can you believe how fucking boring the show is? MJF, though, the reigning defending, the best thing on the show, by the way, obviously. It's MJF, obviously. MJF, the reigning defending AEW World Champion, defeats Bandito in the main event and to retain the AEW World Championship. This gets an A-, by far the best thing on the show. It's not even close. This match was freaking great. Big MJF fan, you know how much I love MJF. He is fucking amazing in what he does. He can be a constant prick on the heel, but that's what he's best as. Obviously he gets a lot of hate from it because he's too real, obviously, and stuff like that. He has content that came out of proportion sometimes. Of course it can be. Like with the Sean Diddy Combs shit, I didn't really care for that. But hey, it's MJF's character. It's what he's best at, is being a prick-ass heel, honestly. It's what he's best at. Anyways, MJF, the reigning defending AEW World Champion, defeats Bandito in the main event, retain the AEW World Championship. This was a freaking banger. See, this is, I'd rather heard this banger any other freaking, like, the 8 basically Fatal 4 tag match on the show. And a bunch of other just random matches to say the least. I mind Darby and Pac to a point, but still. This match is freaking the best thing on the show, obviously. It's MJF. He usually is the best thing on the show for time, basically times he's on AEW. This match was freaking great. I saw Brody King came out and helped Bandito up after MJF tried to beat him down more so. It's probably setting up while Brody King heals. I mentioned the Brody King squash match on this show. They probably are setting up. I'll give you that, people. What is that going to be? A Bandito and Brody King, a heel Brody King match? What is interested in that? It'd be a fun wrestling match, but still. You see fun matches everywhere. You do not even come for that shit. AEW and WWE. But this match was freaking great between MJF and Bandito. It's an A-. A fucking great match here to say the least. It's an A-, like I said, as the overall show grade for AEW Dynamite, January 14th, 2026. Maximum Carnage is just a Dynamite nonetheless. It is a C+. Not a good show though whatsoever from Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling. But that is your AEW Dynamite January 14th, 2026 review on this podcast. Look to see on 1080 on YouTube. Thank y'all for watching. Look to see out on 1080 on YouTube with your AEW Dynamite Maximum Carnage January 14th, 2026 review. Today being your Tuesday, January 20th of 2026. I don't know, I got this review up besides this almost hitting Wednesday. This review for Dynamite this week. I feel like I got a good record-wise there to say at least. And it's only 11 minutes on this freaking review, man. Unbelievable. It proves how much Dynamite was freaking boring and not good to say the least. Show is freaking boring and what you want me to say, people. Anyways, that is your Dynamite review. Probably getting out of here anyway, so there's nothing else to share about this Dynamite show. Thank y'all for watching your AEW Dynamite January 14, 2026 review on this podcast. Catch y'all later on, hopefully, knock on wood. With more like Limit Center for your Tuesday, January 20th of 2026. Until next time, trust me, next time, peace, love, right? I am out. Love y'all big time to say the least.